Yeah, the organization I work with is the Cerebral Palsy Association of Merced County. Many, many years ago, let's say 40 years ago, we were with the United Cerebral Palsy, but at that time the group got larger, the national group got larger and wanted money from the local agencies, and so at that point we broke off, and so we're independent. We serve those that are physically impaired in Merced County, and from all ages. And what we are a group of people who work with those that are physically impaired and their families, or a member of a family of somebody who's physically impaired. It's important that I emphasize that we're dealing with families of those that are physically impaired because their lives are so different from the rest of ours. Their lives are completely filled up with a whole lot of work and obligations. Every agency that they work with require them to meet with them at least a couple times a year. They have a lot of legwork to do, and then just the simple physical work of living with somebody that's impaired. And so a lot of our families are very tired. So we intentionally keep that in mind because we do not make them jump hoops or do things that are unnecessary. The other thing that's associated with that is when we appeal to United Way for funds, we remind ourselves that those funds are not ours. The funds belong to those that are physically impaired, and all we are the conduit from United Way to the families and individuals. And so we think of ourselves as a very close arm of United Way. I mean, that could be part of our name because that's exactly what we do. And it's always been my impression that helping those who are most needy are one of the things that United Way does. And so we are United Way. People could call and ask for that instead of Cerebral Palsy Association if they wanted to. And so since we're those who work with the people that are physically impaired, so we know most of them in the county, or they've heard about us, they give us a call. And like I said, it's not a very difficult process. I use the example of, I've heard people say that they're a safety net. Well, our safety net is right there on the ground, and the board is right there. You don't fall very far. It's just right there. We're ready to help. And like I said, so if I had some of your money, and you came and asked me for some of your money, I wouldn't question it. I would say, well, how much do you need? I'm just carrying it. And that's a lot of how we do our business.